Your first look at high school football scores and highlights. This is First Down Friday Night. Sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy, Whataburger, and B2 EDI.
And welcome into the best 30 minutes of your Friday night, and that is First Down Friday Night. Mo Carter, Naomi Gray in the building once again for another great night of action.
Absolutely. Tonight was all about the rivalries. Bragging rights for an entire year were on the line for many of our teams.
We'll see a lot of great highlights from all sorts of games from across the area, including one in the eastern portion of the viewing area. Jonah Karp has an early look at that.
Well, guys, it's been nearly 4 years since the Fife Red Devils have lost a football game. The Collinsville Panthers look to change that with a win tonight. Our varsity game of the week coming up later in the show. Guys?
All right, everyone, we will start off rivalry week right here in Huntsville. A small stretch of Memorial Parkway separates the Grissom Tigers and the Huntsville Panthers. Last year's game did not take place due to COVID-19. So tonight, both schools were itching to play each other for the first time since 2019. There's no official name for this rivalry, but all we know is that when these two teams get together, they do not like each other, and they always want to get the victory. First half, Huntsville with a 4th and 7 Stone Lawless scrambles, picks up the first down for the Huntsville Panthers. That would lead to this. Sims Bowman with the short field goal. It goes up and it is good. Huntsville, they go on top 3-0. All right, let's come on back now. Stone Lawless finding Ben Brookman for a 10-yard score, and Huntsville now goes up 10-0. All right, let's go to the second half now. It is Grissom on the comeback, everyone, well, before I even show you what Grissom's comeback looks like and everything, let me show you that big old crowd that he had at Milton Frank Stadium. So here we go. Grissom on the comeback. Watch this play right here. They throw it down the field, goes off of one defender's hand and into another defender's hand. It is so nice. I've got to show this to you twice. Renzo Crutcher is the quarterback who decides to throw it down the field. And, I mean, look at it. It's a pinpoint pass. It goes through his receiver's hands, tip drill the perfect way, and then walks into the end zone at that point. So because of that, it was 10-6. But then Sims Bowman comes on again, boots in another field goal. It goes up, and it is good. That makes it 13-6. Let's check out your score from Milton Frank tonight, everyone, as Grissom goes on to win by final score of 13-6. All right, everyone, let's move over now to Hazel Green. They were seeking a 3-0 start for the first time since 1991. They could do it tonight against Buckhorn in the Cotton Classic. This was the game of the defenses, everyone. Buckhorn with the ball. Hazel Green's Darren Easton sliced through the O-line, tackles Terrence Robinson for a loss. And look, if you like defense, here comes some more. Jason Gibson, second to quarterback. It's C.J. Hatcher trying to find some running room, but he will be sacked right there. Later on, it's Darren Easton again tracking down C.J. Hatcher. And guess what, Hatcher? You're not going to get away because that's going to be a sack right there, everyone. So with that being said, more defense coming for you. And it all wasn't just Hazel Green more with the defense just shutting down the running game in the second quarter. Jerron Smith, he will be taken down right there for a loss. Then it's Smith again. Watch, he goes around the right side. He cuts back. He's like, you know what? Let me try to get to the left side. I'm not going to find somebody. No, I'm not. So guess what? He's going to cut back. He ran about 40 yards and eventually only got like 2 yards in the entire process. Here's another sack, everyone. And like I told y'all, this was a defensive battle in the first half, but let's check out your final score from Hazel Green tonight. Buckhorn goes on to win by a final 21-14. Next week, Buckhorn will play host to Coleman, while Hazel Green will travel to Athens.
Now to the Madison Bowl for one of the most anticipated rivalry games of the season. Bob Jones and James Clemens going head-to-head at Madison City School Stadium, where bragging rights were on the line. Now, the Patriots won the first 6 matchups of this series, but the Jets have dominated since with a 3-game win streak. First quarter, Rashawn Hardy takes a snap and finds a series of holes to sneak through before breaking out to the sidelines, where he'll pick up a hefty Patriots first down. Then next play, Rashawn Hardy tosses it out to Quentin Hubbard. In motion, he picks up another first down at the 9-yard line. Then it's go time. We already saw what quarterback Rashawn Hardy is capable of, and that's why he'll dial his own number again, this time for the Patriots touchdown in the first quarter, and the kick will be good. So we have a 7-0 ball game in the first. James Clemens are going to have to shake off the dust and get right back to it. Quarterback Giovanni Lopez scales the field and fights Kobe Johnson. With a name like that, you better have some good handles. Jets, first down. Same drive now, second quarter. Giovanni Lopez once again looking for the open receiver as he breaks out the pocket, and he finds Tyreek Walker wide open in the promised land. Jets get on the board, and we'll tie things up 7-all. They'll take a 20-14 lead at the half, but at last I checked, Bob Jones was tied with Clemens 28-all. Is this the final that we have, Mo?
It's not the final. Here's the update right now. You've got 20 seconds left in this game. Bob Jones with the ball, so we're going to find out if they score and force overtime, score and win it, or are they going to go to overtime? Don't worry, boys and girls. We'll keep you updated on this game later in the show.
Very exciting. To Randolph High School we go. David Lloyd and the Raiders coming face to face with his former team, the St. John Paul II. Now, the Raiders had a 13-0 lead at the half. Third quarter, Luke Mayo connects with Jeffrey Patrick, who gets chased down at the line by an aggressive Raiders defense, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ensuing drive, quarterback Andrew Hunter for the Raiders hands it off to David Clary. He gets stopped just short of a Raiders first down. Then 3rd and 5 now. Andrew Hunter goes keeper for a quick run down the middle, and that'll pick up the first down with a ways to go in the third. But listen, it'll be tough for the Raiders to convert on this drive. Falcons have a linebacker named Brennan Davis, and he had the field locked down. He gets credit of the tackle here as the Raiders turn over on downs. Randolph goes on to win it by the 34-6 final. Next week, St. John Paul will host Madison County, while Randolph will host New Hope.
All right, boys and girls, the WZDX Sports Team is on social media at Mo Carter WZDX, at Naomi WZDX, and you'll see them in a few minutes at Jonah WZDX. Send us a tweet. We may read it out on air later on.
We're going to take a quick timeout, but when we return, we'll have action from Fife and Plainview, where Jonah Karp joins us for our varsity game of the night. Stay tuned.
Now back to the action on First Down Friday night.
All right, welcome back to First Down Friday night right here on WZDX. It's Mo, it is Naomi, and we're missing somebody.
We are. Every day. I mean, at this point, Sunday you weren't here. Today, Jonah's not here. But there he is.
Exactly. Right. Jonah Jones is live from the varsity game of the night. And Jonah, I heard in that part of the state, there's a really long winning streak going on. Tell us about it.
Yeah, guys. Well, the big question coming into today, will the long win streak for Fife High School football that spans nearly 4 years and 46 games, will that come to an end? And will Collinsville be the team to put that streak to bed? Let's get it going. Fife hosting Collinsville. Early in the first quarter, Red Devils already threatening. Handoff to Brody Hicks, and he's gone. Opens the scoring with a TD. Red Devils off and running, literally. Fife going for 2. Kyle Dukes with the keeper, powers forward, and he crosses the goal line. 8-0 Red Devils. Later in the quarter, let's give it to Brody Hicks again, shall we? Yeah, he can make magic happen. Finds pay dirt again, and Fife doing what they do best, overwhelming on the ground. They'd go for 2 again and convert. Just sheer dominance. Here's a look at the final score between the Red Devils and Panthers. 47 straight for the Fife Red Devils. Up the road, Plainview hosting Pisgah. Eagles down 16-0 entering the second quarter in the red zone. Third down, high snap back to Mason Holcomb. He's got time, looks, pump fakes, and takes it himself up the far sideline and knocked out of bounds. Enough for the first. So new set of downs, new quarterback in. That's Parker Law. What's going to happen? Just a handoff, good enough for the touchdown. So Pisgah gets on the board, still trailing by 2 possessions, trying to make it 1. Law back in at QB for the 2-point conversion, calls his own number, sees an opening, dives for the pylon. Nope, didn't quite get there. 16-6 Bears. Back to Plainview. Ensuing kickoff, Ryan Barrett listed as a running back. He shanks it out of bounds, so good starting field position for the Bears. Very next play, the pitch to Andrew Hall. Look at this. No one in the same zip code takes it to the house. Hall saying, man, that's too good to be true. And the official saying, yeah, you're right, it's coming back. So take 2 for Plainview, no problem. Noah White with the gift to Braden Thomas. Easy peasy. Bears would go for 2, and they'd convert to pad their lead in the second quarter. So Plainview takes the victory. They, with the final score of 54-40 over Pisgah. I was talking to Coach Benefield before the Fife game, and he was telling me that he doesn't really pay attention to those streaks, that win streak now at 47 games. But why would he pay attention? It's not like we pay attention to things like, will the sun rise in the east, right? It's just supposed to happen, right, guys?
Absolutely, Jonah. Thanks for that, man, and have a safe travel coming back this way.
Jonah, quite the comedian. Thank you so much. Now we're going to check in with Hartselle. The Tigers travel down I-65 to face area rival, the Coleman Bearcats. Hartselle looking to defend its undefeated record tonight. First quarter, that's Noah Keys as he takes the pitch around the left and he runs over a man, and Coleman takes the 7-0 lead. They're super pumped. It's rivalry week. What do you expect? Then back comes the Tigers in the second. JT Blackwood throws the back shoulder pass to Isaiah Fletcher for a 12-yard score. Hartselle ties it up and quiets the crowd at Coleman tonight. Later, Coleman inside the 5-yard line. Ryan Skinner calls his own number on the QB keeper and scores. Now they're just on a roll. It's only getting started. Extra point will be good. Coleman goes back on top 14-7. Hartselle will later respond with a long drive, and it's capped off here by this Armadillo Dunningen touchdown. The Tigers tie it up at 14. Nobody was in his way. It was just nothing but the promised land. Now the Tigers keep their foot on the gas. Blackwood in the shotgun. He throws a deep post, and Isaiah Fletcher is there to haul it in for a 48-yard score. That's right, 48 yards. Hartselle led 21-14 at the break. And here, let's check out the final score. Hartselle winds up winning it 35-14. Next week, Coleman will travel to Buckhorn, while Hartselle will travel to Decatur.
Very impressive victory by Hartselle tonight down I-65. Don't move your seat, everyone. We've got more action coming your way, and we'll introduce you to our best to ever do it, Walter Jones, Offensive Lineman of the Week. Stay tuned.
Now, more scores and highlights from across the valley on First Down Friday night.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We've got a final from the Madison Bowl as James Clemens wins their 4th game in the series in a row. They go on to beat Bob Jones by a final of 35-28. Naomi, what do you think about this win for the Jets?
Man, you know, I'm definitely happy for the Jets, but I do feel bad for the Patriots. They have a lot going on with their team, and they're off to a rough start. So I feel like right now they really want to prove to a lot of people that they can do it, and it's the start of region play, not necessarily the way you want to open things up. So just a tough loss there.
Definitely. But hey, here's the thing. It's only the beginning of region play. There's a lot more region play left for the rest of the season.
Exactly. Let's move along now. The partnership between the WZDX sports team and Pro Football Hall of Famer Walter Jones is rolling on for another season. Our first B2 EDI Offensive Lineman of the Week for the 2021 season. Let's go to meet Priceville's first winner.
This week we've chosen Tyler Cappy to be the Walter Jones. Walter Jones, best to ever do it, Offensive Lineman of the Week.
Coming in at 6'3", 300 pounds, Priceville offensive tackle Tyler Cappy not only serves as a safeguard for his quarterback, he also excels in another stadium, the classroom.
I try to lead all the students in my school. Like, you know, if they have a problem with like homework, like just a couple of days ago, there was just one of my teammates that had a problem with math homework, and he came up to me and I helped him out. Just anything that needs my help that I can help you with, I always help.
Now, it's not easy maintaining a 4.0 average when football is your full-time job. Tyler's determination to excel and help in the classroom was inspired by the people closest to him.
My mom, she's from Korea, and she is all about that education. That's why my brother, he didn't play any sports. He was super hard with the books and was studying, and he's inspired me to be stronger, not physically, but also mentally.
While Tyler awaits his offer to play football at the collegiate level, he aspires to major in engineering. Until then, he plans to continue to be a beacon of motivation for his teammates, both on and off the gridiron.
Some of these guys never been pushed, and I hope to be inspire them to be pushed in the weight room, in the classroom, just goofing off. I just like, yo, you gotta get to work.
Congratulations, Tyler, on being selected this week's Walter Jones Best to Ever Do It Offensive Lineman of the Week. Continue to stay with WZDX Sports to see who we choose next.
Congratulations to him. Let's move over to some more high school action. It was a defensive slugfest in Tanner tonight as they took on Section. First quarter, Cam Sutton takes the handoff, and he is met by Cam Summerford and Darryl Howard for a loss. There's some big boys up front. Then on fourth down, Dominic Blair looks like he's about to fake it. Then he kicks it at the last minute, but he shanks it, and he takes a big hit. The Rattlers take over with great field position. Now Tanner going to work. Trey Crutcher, he is the workhorse for them. Watch him bounce it outside, cut it back, jumps over a man, and picks up the first down. Tanner can't do anything on the next 2 downs, so that brings up 4th down. Carl Parham is the quarterback. Watch him roll out, throws the jump ball to a guy named Skylar Townsend. With a name like Skylar, you think he was sky above everyone to make the catch, but he does not come down with it. It was scoreless at the half. Matter of fact, this game was like scoreless throughout most of the third quarter. But let's check out your final score.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. The Rattlers strike again. They go on to beat Section by a final of 20-14. On next week's Section, we'll play host to North Sand Mountain, while Tanner will travel out east to Ider. All right, everyone, we will wrap up First Down Friday night when we return right here on WZDX. Friday night MVP of the week was brought to you by Whataburger, and the winner is Ryan Turner of Whitesburg Christian. By the end of last week, it was Turner who had 342 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, helping Whitesburg win 51-28. The victory was also the first home win in the school's short history.
Nominations are open for the next First Down Friday Night MVP of the week. If you think you know an athlete that is deserving of our First Down MVP award, just send us an email at news@rocketcitynow.com, or you can head to the MVP section on the sports page. Now, let's go back to the action. AHSAA took a little trip to Fort Payne tonight. Last time the two met, Fort Payne walked away with the 28-7 W. First quarter, Wildcats on the move. Jake Barnes connects with Ricardo Adame. He slips a few tackles and heads to the end zone from 35 yards out.
And it looks like we're going to be able to see all these highlights.
Yes,
so
let's go ahead. Back comes AHSAA in the second quarter. The Knights in the red zone. Look at him throwing that fade route right to the end zone. And
Spencer Strickland coming up with that big touchdown.
Yes, and things are tied. Second half, Knights knocking on the door. Drake Franklin, he hands off, and he takes it for the 15-yard touchdown. Knights go up 14-7 at that point, and they'll win it all with the 20-7 final. Fort Payne will travel to Springville next week, and AHSAA will host Scottsboro.
Man, what a night of some great football around the Tennessee Valley. We had a lot of region matchups starting tonight. We had a lot of rivalry games going back and forth, and a lot of them were hard-nosed and hard-pressed. I mean, you talked about that Bob Jones, James Clemens game, and I mean, those games have been really tight the last couple of years. Same thing with Grissom and Huntsville. And the funny thing is, all 4 of those teams are going to have to play each other in the upcoming weeks.
I'm looking forward to it. And ironically, tonight, it was my first time witnessing the Madison Bowl, as well as Jets head coach McGahee. So it's his first win in the Madison Bowl for, you know, whatever, his little history now that he's going to start building with James Clemens. So this is an exciting night. I love being in the action. And trust me, the crowd there at Madison City School Stadium was just completely turned up. So I can't imagine what the rest of the season is going to look like.
And also, I'm thinking about this. Besides the people who live in Madison that go to St. John Paul, I'm pretty sure everybody else in Madison was at the Madison Bowl.
Oh, yeah. The St. John Paul game was and Randolph, that game was pretty clear, at least by the time I got there.
For sure, for sure. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining us here on another edition of First Down Friday Night. For Naomi Gray and Jonah Karp, I'm Mo Carter. Have a great night. We will see you next week.
You've been watching First Down Friday Night. It's sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy, Whataburger, and B2 EDI.